Lovely. So my final guest today is Pussycat Bangkok, as we can see. Hello, welcome, Pussycat Bangkok.
Hello, Ashley. Thank you for having me today. And hello to all the NSPCC fan.
I'm so excited already. I need to dress appropriately for this. First up, is Pussycat Bangkok your real name? I'm going to get dressed as you talk.
Pussycat Bangkok, it is my stage name for my comedy. The reason is actually if I am telling you my real Thai name, we will sit here until 100-year pride anniversary with my Thai name. That's why it's come up with this name, Pussycat Bangkok. Easy to remember, right? Because in my name have both pussy and cock with the bang in the middle. I am started.
Oh my god, where do I start? Where do I begin?
By the way, you look great with your headdress.
I know, I was inspired by you. I have to dress for the occasion. You're the last interview. So let me ask you, how was lockdown for you?
Lockdown for me, it is difficult. It is struggling because we are human. We're supposed to have human contract, a social life, a sharing, a caring, a love, a get together. But lockdown sometimes it made me feel isolating and lonely. So we have to find a new way to cope with the new world, like an online world. So I'm pleased now we doing this online. And also one more thing. Nowadays we can get out and about again. However, make sure your guys stay safe. And by being stay safe, we should all wear masks. However, every time I am wearing my mask, people tend to look at me. I'm not sure why. I just try to be safe like most people. You know, like when I go to Tesco and I am wearing this mask, actually.
Well, Kat, nothing is going in that mask, definitely.
It's just a normal mask, right? A middle-aged housewife going for food shopping wearing these masks. Go for it. So what I want to say is, if now you can go out and about, but be alert, be careful, and stay safe.
Lovely. Now, tell us a little bit about you. So your backstory was you was in the Big Brother house, the good one on Channel 4 with Davina.
Oh yes, I was in the Big Brother when it was still in black and white. Channel 4 call it a social experiment, but most people remember us as a circus freak show, very different from your generation of Love Island.
Well, now you're a stand-up comedy and you perform a lot of LGBT venues, don't you?
Yes, and I absolutely love it because for me, when I go to LGBT venue, I feel like I am a proud ally because I believe that LGBT shouldn't be excluding. It should be visible. It should be together. Because the more it is joining together between the LGBT community and LGBT ally, that means it is stronger together. That means we bring the world of the equality love, one love together, and by being together, we are stronger.
I love that. So it's more than you just finding boyfriends and hookups to your gay friends. You are strong, you're proper behind the LGBT community.
Yes, and so many times I must tell you this. I went out with my trans friend, I went out with my gay friend, and I did experience. They've been bullied, they've been speaking to, they've been laughed at. And I would love to say that in my past over 40 years. So many times I speaking out, so many times that I visible for this movement, and I want to say that you don't have to be an LGBTQ person to campaign for the LGBT right. You can be a straight ally who always proud, who always standing together, holding the LGBT hand and move forward together.
I love that. We all need a Pussycat Bangkok in our lives in some form. This thing is so heavy. Let me ask you about your comedy. It can be quite gay. What do you do? You have a little taste of the sort of stand-up comedy you do.
Okay, for example, at the moment we still on interview with the Childline Pride. I am not going to start doing any of my ping pong show. Then this is not Pornhub. We will strictly carry on with the interview. And I am from Thailand, the land of smiles. But when I am smiling at people, often they think I come to sell a DVD or deliver a Thai takeaway. Worse than that, sometimes people think I am walking around, offer a Thai massage with a happy ending.
That's so naughty.
That's a little bit about my comedy. But the reason I have people said my comedy quite gay, I think for me, I have British traditional drag queen as my inspiration. I feel comfortable to walk into a lot of gay or LGBT venue. And I feel like for me, the gay is mean happiness. Every time I am walking in, it brought me happiness and I feel welcome. So I hope in every straight bar or every cabaret venue is welcoming all the LGBT community the same. So we can all sit together, laugh, enjoy, and have fun together.
I love that. So what work, charity work, community work have you done with the LGBT community?
How long do you have? Can we sit here a long time? But for me, if anyone asks me, I am too happy to support all the LGBT charity. I doing a lot for Mose, for underage, under 18, between 13 and 16 children that's been bullied in school because they're LGBT and they're looking for some community to come in to be together. I give a speech for that. I am always supporting cancer is a drag. So for the LGBT person who have cancer and they need help, they need support, with money, with activity, and I am also doing a lot for Albert Kennedy Trust. If you need LGBT people who've been kicked out from home, homeless, need somewhere to stay, and still there are so many more actually that the opening door for the older person, LGBT, like there are a lot of old age pensioners who doesn't have a family, who need help, who need support. So doesn't matter if you young, you old, every generation that need help and support. So we get together and we helping them, sharing with them.
I want to ask you, because you was on huge TV shows, everybody knew who you were at the time. About 2008, I think you was on. Now you do stand-up comedy. What advice would you give to like the young LGBT people that could be facing bullying? Because I'm sure you've had to handle a lot in your time.
Yes, I have a lot of experience. cyberbullying and face-to-face bullying. What I try to say is, be positive, be true to yourself. No matter what anyone said about you, be strong and make sure you also find a friend hand, hold their hand, have an ally with you in your position. Because in this world, there is not everyone who violent, who nasty, but sometimes standing on your own can feel depressing and isolating. So by having someone with you, as I always said, stronger together.
What a beautiful message, Kat. I love that message. Before we go, 2 questions. Where can we find you? Have you got any social media, Instagram, website, YouTube?
Yes, I have all of that. And also Glider and Pornhub account as well. However, to look for me, it is hashtag Pussycat Bangkok. As it is, hashtag Pussycat Bangkok, cat with a K.
I love it. Okay, last question. Can you leave us, please, with a happy ending?
Show me your hand. You have your hand ready?
Yeah.
And this, I wouldn't leave you without a happy ending, because I think this is what you're expecting from a Thai woman. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
And for the prize special, if you're happy and you're proud, you clap your hand. If you're happy and you're proud, you clap your hand. If you're happy and you're proud and you really want to show, if you're happy and you're proud, you clap your hand.
I can't even see you anymore, Kat. I've got tears in my eyes.
Oh. Happy Pride to everyone who's watching, and love you lot. Thank you so much for having me today, and hope you all help support and donating for Childline today as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, Kat. I really do appreciate that. You left us on such a high, happy celebration note. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kat. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.